Alright, Shalom, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Hakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who taught us His truth. But Shalom to you, Hakim, that puts the word across the four corners of this globe without truth and sincerity, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Hakwadash, and pretty much, just want to touch on a quick lesson. I really focus how, very soon, the main focus that we gonna have on Earth is literally, gonna be just, based upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua, which, it already is. Our mindsets, and our faith is already geared upon, but we're still in dealing with, in Esau society. We gotta pay bills, and we still stress and worry about bullshit. Just the fucking mortal thoughts of this, of this fucking captivity. You know what I'm saying? That we, gotta be subject to payments and all that, and we just gotta keep on stressing and, just constantly worrying about this and that, and, just constantly, just that fear, just that natural, that fleshly fear of, just how we gotta deal with, to survive, as a fucking mortal, a mortal human being in this day and age, to where Esau, has everybody subject to payments and all that, as, it was prophesied for us to be. And, we gotta, constantly worrying about this, as well as casting our burdens upon Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and, just constantly battered, and other things besides, just whatever bills and whatever, just stress, like other temptations, that brothers might go through, that's giving them stress, that's causing them hell, like mentally, spiritually, or physically. But nonetheless, man, see, very soon, not only, everything, that we're going to be focused upon very soon is literally just going to be giving it all towards Yahweh Shem Yahshua, like, literally, see, it ain't going to be no more, getting up to go to work very soon, because everything's about to be shut down, it's already like 4 days in December, a new month in December, and, don't forget that, executive order that, that Sleepy Joe has passed forth, I believe in March, executive order 14067, dealing with, the whole dollar being obsolete by January 13th, or it's like not January, but by December 13th or 15th, if I'm not mistaken. But pretty much, prophecy is moving fast, man. And this is getting ready, to cause a major uproar, upon this place, man. What's Jake gonna do, when they ain't go see Jake is not prepared. Their mindset is not prepared for this, whole thing to shut down, man. What you gonna do when you can't, buy your Arizonas or your fucking bacon, egg, and cheeses, at your CVS or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And and they're telling you, that your cash is obsolete. You know what I'm saying? That, that cash is no more being dealt with. What you gonna do? And see, the expanding power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the Lord has been preparing our minds, as well as teaching and prophesying to be prepared for these things that's coming. Jake is not gonna know what the fuck is coming, man. They, you know what I'm saying? But majority of our people gonna have no clue what is coming. It's like I keep on talking, but I'm gonna get the precepts. Because very soon, man, I said, matter of fact, I'm gonna get this precept. I believe it's in Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. So Jacob's gonna have it's like the majority of our people, 2/3 of our people, gonna have no idea how to cope with this whole place shutting down. So they're just gonna riot and just take matter in their own hands. Because why? Because they ain't making Yahweh Shem Yahushai their stay like they're supposed to in these last days, man. But rather Jake's whole mindset is getting the bag, and we understand what this is all getting ready to lead to. The MOTB, Revelation 13 and 16 on down. And Jake is gonna submit because why? Because Jake is gonna well pretty much Esau's gonna deceive you, and entice you to take these things, man. To take this device, man. Because the main thing that Jake is gonna be saying, how am I gonna eat? How am I gonna to provide for my family. Matter of fact, I'll get this quick precept. Just like it. Bear with me. Let me try to pack this car real quick. As I'm trying to find this precept real quick. Just like it. Bear with me, man. These people are crazy. Just like it. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 27, verse 1. Many have sinned for a small matter, and he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away. As a nail sticketh fast between the joining of the stones, so does sin stick close between buying and selling. And see, and in one major scenario, one major prophecy that we are highly anticipating is the Revelation 13 and 16 on down, to where this devil is going where he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive this thing. That you want to buy or sell, pay your bills, but like literally function in this new age society, and this is what everything is leading towards, man. They're telling you that come 2023, it's gonna be, a major, financial, fucking blow, man. They're already calling 2023, the year of hell. So the Spirit, has been preparing us, by providing us teachers, in uprightness, teaching us, the correct doctrine, and not holding back, man. Starting with the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, on down to elder bishops, on down to the brethren, that's been preparing our mindsets, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, to get ready for this time, man. And in that process, the Lord has been, training us, if I should say, or sharpening us, to be prepared to, endure this time that's coming, man. Because see, the majority of people are just gonna cave in. Because why? Because they ain't been building upon that, that foundation, for them to, endure what's coming, man. The Lord said that He gonna try, all the world. Matter of fact, I'll get this in Revelation chapter 3 and And 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You know, so all the world's gonna be tried by this one thing, man. You know, those that's gonna, take this MOTB. You know, those that's names. You know, those amongst our nation only. You know, that's names that's not found. Found written in the book of life. You know, any other nations is just. Salvation is not. For these other nations, man. You know, so they're just irrelevant. You know, it doesn't matter if they take it or not. You know, salvation is only for the elect of Israel, man. But see, nonetheless, the whole world's gonna be tried. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna try all the fucking world, man. You know, with this one temptation, man. You know, by the hand of Esau Edom. By causing it, all, for those to receive this grain of rice. You know, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the Lord has been, through our patience and sufferings, when you go into that word patience, it means suffering. You know what I'm saying? Preparing us and sharpening us, for this time that's coming, for this hour of temptation that's coming. Constantly, all through our trials and tribulations and our temptations, the main common denominator, the main factor is, has always been literally believing on Yahweh Shem Yahshua to get you through your temptations and trials, man. And literally it's the same, trial, well, it's like, it's constantly, a different trial, it could be the same trial that you go through, over and over and over again, but nonetheless, the Lord, constantly delivers you. And the Lord did say that, that even again, matter of fact, I'll go ahead and get it. This is Sirach chapter 33, verse 1. There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation, even again, he will deliver him. So when you find yourself constantly being delivered, by the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, it may seem like, the same type of temptation that you constantly, go over and over and over again. But nonetheless, what got you through was always trusting and fearing and believing upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua for him to get you through it, man. And going back to Isaiah chapter 10. Looks like you try to find that again. Isaiah 10:20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. Those that smiting us, is Esau Edom, man. We gotta rely on fucking, waking up every morning to go to these fucking 9 to 5s, serving him, constantly making him fatter, and we're just, the pinching pennies, day by day, week by week, suffering, man. But nonetheless, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, he maintains our lots, man. He's the one that pulls through for us, as long as we keep what it is that we're supposed to be doing, by serving him. Yahweh Shem Yahshua, constantly has always been, the anchor of, throughout all our lives, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's, what's making us to constantly stay upon him, always, man. And even so, in a time that's coming, that's what's, literally the only, decision, man. It's like, yeah, we got like certain distractions, that like and like our temptations that we go through, how do I explain this? Like pretty much, yeah, we constantly, are always trusting upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and then, that we may, just have leisure in the society, to just, like bullshit or whatever, But see, in the time that's coming, Jacob Shovel, bro, it's gonna be, straight up focus upon Yahweh Shemi outside to be, ducking from evil, dodging, evil, ducking temptation. It's gonna be, complete chaos, man. It's gonna be literally hell on every side, man. And and see, and this is what Yahweh Shemi outside is, preparing us for, man. But see, the majority of our people have no clue what the fuck is coming down the pipe, man. So they're just gonna be swallowed up by this thing and be overtaken, and receive their fate as it is written. Those that's not found written in the book of life. But see, the Lord is going to, try them, those that are found written. This is Zechariah 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord Yahweh Shemi outside, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I'll bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined. It will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say it is I will say it is my people. And they shall say the Lord Yahweh Shemi outside is my power. And the Lord is making us do this now, constantly getting in a habit of leaning in, literally, the held up. And see, the more and more closer to the end, his brothers feel how, more and more increasingly, Satan is just fucking with us, man. But see, nonetheless, it's constantly, making us stronger every time the Lord pulls us through, through the hell that we go through, and every time we trust upon him, call upon his name, literally put our whole mindset, everything upon him for, throughout all our solutions, through all our burdens, and every time he pulls through, it's constantly, I think, solidifying, if that's the word. But, it's constantly, making more and more, damn, I can't figure out the right word for it, but pretty much, it makes us more and more to believe upon him, more and more to, to stay upon him through all our solutions, and see, this will come to a point to where, our backs are really going to be against the wall, so to speak, and the Lord's going to see, how we're going to react. Is you just going to, just fold, or just, literally maintain, and, maintain what it is, that, from the first moment that you came into the truth was that faith, man. Maintaining, that faith that you believe upon it, man, all the way through until the end, and trusting upon him. I'm saying, and these these are things that majority of people, have forsaken, man. Every time we go out, within the highways and byways, just constantly teaching, and warning Jake, and Jake is scoffing, acting, pretending as if, they don't see us, At the end of the day, the elect are the only ones that's gonna take heed, and Jake is gonna utterly regret, man. Because Jake is gonna try to call upon Jesus, Buddha, Allah, whatever, and and none of these things is gonna, save them from what's coming. And, Yahweh Shemi Shai is going to force them to remember the word that they heard, man. And it's going to convict them. And they going to, try to call upon Yahweh Shemi Shai. And the Lord's not going to hear them, man. The Lord's going to leave them, in their demise, man. But the Lord is only going to hear those that's serving him, man. That's diligently serving him, that's, fearing him, man. Those that's, that's made their lamps trim, like the parable of the wise virgins. But yeah, man, time is coming to where literally, I'm saying, everything, the little hell that we go through now in this society, still being intact, we gotta focus on bills, and, we gotta, rely on this, we gotta go to, the enemy, for the want of all things. Very soon the Lord is going to make it miracles, in a time of famine for brothers, man. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to be making miracles that happen, when Esau, he causes it to where, literally, it's fucking straight famine out here, because he's going to, close out to where people cannot get the food, like, there's plenty of food, but Esau is going to shut it down to where, the people are not going to be able to have access to the goods, and he's going to force you, and cause you for to take his solution, unless you want to eat, unless you want shelter, unless you want safety, unless you want waters, But see, our stay is going to be upon Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, See, the solution, the alternative, besides Esau's, his solution, I'm saying, only the elect are going to be able to withstand against that solution and, cleave unto the alternative to that, man, because of what's written, man. And they're going to believe that, and it's going to be, see, miracles are going to be only made manifest for them, That's why second Ezra, where it talks about, heathen, so MVD, because see, Lord's going to be, only serving, it's like, only, hearing his servants, man, and delivering them. This is 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will acquire them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance, man. We got more than we need, and we're going to be happy as hell, man. In the midst of everybody, like, of course you're going to be, fucking happy as hell, man. Knowing that, a power, that you trusted and believed upon, despite all the fucking, the unbelief of the whole world, Jake, downing you, Jake constantly putting you down, your own fucking people putting you down, let alone the enemy, these other nations putting you down, and yet you still maintain faith in what you believe and what you see and what you, heard, what you understood, and, you're seeing, your hard work pay off. You know what I'm saying? Man, you're going to be happy as hell, man. Your brother's going to be having spiritual power, like supernatural miracles are going to be manifesting for the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua only, and their household and their families, for the servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, man, those that's fearing him, the elect, this Lord willing, that we hope to be of. Verse 28, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell, man. Look at that, man. So the Lord's going to, only, be there for his servants, man. Those that's, maintain in the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, that's suffering for his name's sake, But, let me get this, this is Isaiah chapter 8, verse 13. Sanctify the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. Those that's fearing Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, the Lord is going to, protect and ordain evil from them. Like we just read in Sirach chapter 33. But let me get this quick precept. I'm going to close it out. This is Psalms 34. Verse 7, the angel of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Matter of fact, I'll start at verse 4. I sought the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him, and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. See, in the pride of this devil, because literally, man, see, Esau is going to come with this solution, and see, that's why it's called the hour of temptation, This thing's not going to be forced upon you, man. You know, it's gonna be a conscious decision. You know, and you see, in Esau's pride, his mindset is like, you know, I know these people are gonna be begging for me, you know, to take this seed, you know, this seed hip, you know, but see, the Lord has that monkey wrench, man, because see, the Lord has reserved 7,000 men that, you know, that will not bend the knee to Baal, man, you know, and and that's literally gonna throw him the fuck off, because see, those whom the Lord has reserved, you know, they gonna stay upon Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Their faith is gonna be relied upon Him, and and literally, you know, like it's literally going, like, bro, you're gonna be seeing, you know, some miraculous, some things that you would think was gonna happen in a movie, man. It's real life, man. You know, these words are living and true, man. This is gonna fucking happen, man. You know, and I believe that, man. Yahweh Shemi Shai is gonna be moving things for His servants, man, for His brothers. You know, for those that, you know, that fear Him. This is verse 5. They looked unto Him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. You know, you see, and the Lord be, you know, delivering us through all our troubles now, man. You know, there's certain scenarios, you know, the brothers have testimonies to where, you know, every moment they call upon Yahweh Shemi Shai, you know, you would think, like what? You know, but your mind couldn't believe it. You know, like literally, like you wouldn't believe it, man. But nonetheless, it happened, man. You know, like, you would almost think that you're dreaming or something, man. You know, you can't believe that this, you know, it just happened, man. You know, it may sound crazy to, you know, the average mind, but nonetheless, man. See, those that, you know, those that, you know, have the faith, they understand, man, and they know that Yahweh Shemi Shai is real, man. You know. Verse 7, the angel of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai encampeth round about them that fear Him and delivereth them. You know, that's the main point, you know, that I want to bring out. You see, the Lord is going to, you know, make a way, make a way, alternatives from the, the snare of Esau. You know, He's going to make way for His election, man. You know, like it says in Isaiah. Yeah, Con, this is Isaiah 43, verse 15. I am the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai, which maketh the way in the sea and the path in the mighty waters, which bringeth forth the chariot and horse, the army and the power. They shall lie down together. They shall not rise. They are extinct. They are quenched as told. Remember, yeah, Con, you know, I brought that up because pretty much, you know what I'm saying, you know, Yahweh Shemi Shai, you know, see, and when it talks about, you know, like in Jeremiah 23, you know, how, you know, I believe it's Jeremiah 23, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see, it's like Jeremiah 16. It's like, yeah. This is Jeremiah 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither He had driven them. And I bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. You know, and, you know, the first Exodus was a great, like, like, that was never before seen, man. To where the Lord literally split the body of, a massive body of water and made it upon dry land to be walked upon. Like, how, like, like water dries up on land. It's like muddy and shit. And you're like, no, man. Literally, a whole ocean, and caused the way for its people, to where their backs, were literally, against the wall, so to speak, to where, they had no choice, and and some niggas was doubting, and they caught up, but see, but nonetheless, Jake cried upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the Lord, made a way through through the sea, and and made it to be, upon dry land. Well, and this time the Lord is going, top the first Exodus, man. And it's going to be talked about for eons, how the Lord, delivered his elect, from this place, man. And from all places, to where Jake has been scattered. So it's going to top, the first Exodus, man. And in the first Exodus, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he delivered niggas also, man. So keep in mind, so how much more, in a time to, you see, at this time, the Lord's only going to be dealing with his election. So how much more, Yahweh Shem Yahushai's election, man. You know what I'm saying? So Lord's really, he better do things, man. Magnifying things that's going to, glorify him, man. Like great things is coming, man. All we gotta do is just, continue to maintain our faith unto him, and make him our fear as well as our dread, and diligently serve him, through fear and the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. But yeah, come, man. That's basically the main points that I want to bring for this lesson. It's Lord willing that all you brothers and sisters find satisfying. Until next time, I say shalom.